Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, you're right.
Yeah, fine, thanks.
Did you just get back?
Yeah, I've just this second got back.
Yeah, me too. All right, cool. Yeah, so have you got about 20, 30 minutes for this chat? Is that all right?
Yep, fine.
All right, brilliant. Me too. Okay, cool. So I did take a look at your website and some stuff like that. Looks very good. First of all, can I just ask for a little bit more? So, like, how big's the team? How long you been running it? Stuff like that.
Five full-timers, one part-timer plus me, and 35, 36 years. But not CC detailing. CC detailing's been going since 2021.
Okay. And what was the other business called?
Cleaner Cars Limited. So we had a car valeting business, and then we did detailing, but then we set up the detailing website so we could charge more for car doing the detailing.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Looks good. Okay, cool. Yeah. And at the moment, is it you've got a unit, right?
Yeah, we've got a large unit, yeah.
Is it yeah, just the one, yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, in Portsmouth.
Okay, brilliant. Yep. And at the moment, what type of jobs are you trying to do more of?
We want more detailing jobs,
Yep.
as in machine polishing and putting ceramic coatings on.
Yep. And how much do you charge roughly for, like,
That's the
let's say
thing.
the
We
full
charge,
thing?
yeah, because it can take 2.5 days. So on a new car, you're looking at a minimum price of £600.
Yep.
Yeah, which is machine polishing and applying a coating.
Yep.
Okay. On a used car, you're looking at £600 for the preparation approximately, and £300 for the ceramic coating. So you look at £900. Well, that's all including VAT because we're VAT registered. But we do other coatings not at 300. We do other coatings that are 480 and go up to 750.
Yep. Okay,
Okay.
cool. Yeah, that's good to know. All right. Yep. Um, Let me just check. So at the moment, so is the clean cars is that .co.uk? Cleancars.co.uk. Cleaner cars.
Cleanercars.co.uk, yeah. www.cleanercars.co.uk. That's
Okay,
our
cool.
car valeting site,
That's the valid. That's
which
what it
does
used to be.
mobile, that's mobiles, mobile valeting, and also does valeting at the unit as well.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah, and then now you've got more detailing. All right, cool. And then how many detailing jobs are you doing each month roughly?
Well, we're getting five a month at the moment, but we were getting 10 a month last year.
Okay, cool. And then how many do you think you'd be able to handle?
At the moment, I could handle 15 a month easy.
Yep. Okay, cool. All right, that's perfect. All right, I'll
But I
basic.
won't do it for less than what we're charging. That's the thing.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. Yeah, understood. Yeah, so I'll go through kind of how we do it with people, how it works, and stuff like that. I'll share my screen now, and then we can just discuss pricing and all that sort of stuff at the end. Okay, cool. Can you see my screen? Okay.
No, I can't actually. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it says go scale. Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Yeah.
All right, cool. So,
Yeah, go.
Ghost Girls Company. There is two of us. We've been going for 3 years now, and we started off with like car wrappers and tinters, but in the last 8 months, we went all in on detailing for car detailers. So that's just a little bit about us. At the start, I'll show you some people we've worked with before, similar situation to you. I'll try and find some similar prices as well. So if I jump to this guy, so he's been with us for about just over a month now. Well, I made this presentation last week, so 20 days. And in the first 20 days with us, he booked in. And by the way, this is the app view. I'll go through all of this later. The important bit is these. And he set 4 grand worth of appointments set in the first 20 days with us, which is quite good. And as you can see here, in the first 3 days, there's a message here saying you got a job booked in for 850 and then a job for 450.
Okay.
So yeah, that was pretty good from him. And then we've got someone who we've been with for a while now, 2 months. Let me see if I can show you. So this is the app that we use. I will go through all of this later, but I'm going to show you the live version of this guy. He does charge a little bit cheaper, but that's completely fine. We'll still be able to get you the jobs in and the leads. But if you go to his opportunities tab, yeah, he does a lot of like, what's it called, gloss enhancements. That's his main thing, for like £400, 375, and he's been with us for 2 months. And as you can see here, he's booked in £9,000 worth of jobs.
Okay, yeah.
And obviously, like I said, a bit cheaper, but that still won't matter because it's only we'll be able to target those higher end customers for sure. Alright, cool. So I'll show you how it works now. So what we do is we need a way of generating these leads. So we start with Facebook ads. Have you ever ran Facebook ads before?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we've tried it. It didn't work for us.
It didn't work for you.
No,
Was that a campaign or did you just boost posts?
that was a campaign.
Okay, cool. And do you have any idea why it didn't work, or did you just how long did
I
you run it
felt that
for?
the people who applied on Facebook, because we were advertising to them, would apply, and then when they saw the price, would have a heart attack, and then wouldn't
Yep.
go ahead. Do you know what I mean? That was the thing.
Yeah, of course. So we start with Facebook ads, and I don't know, you're probably familiar with this because you ran them before, but you'll get like a cost per lead and all these other metrics that we track. Sorry, my camera's just turned off. Can you still hear me?
That's all right. I don't need to see you. That's okay.
That's good. As long as you can hear me, that's fine.
Yeah, that's it. I can see the screen you're showing. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Okay, cool. So, yeah, £8 per lead, and these aren't just any random people that fill their number in and then hear that you're charging minimum £600 and then run off. These are people that would have seen the price. So
Okay. Yeah.
what we do is we run a video ad. I'm not sure what types of ads you ran, but it'll be a video ad with the package and everything, and it will have a price on that ad.
Oh,
For,
okay. Yeah.
so for example, I don't know what your like from prices would be or something. Maybe we'd say like from 500 just to kick away all the people that aren't willing to spend money.
All right. Yeah, that
Or,
sounds
or
all
we'd,
right. Yeah.
we'd arrange something like that. Then what we do is send them to a landing page, which we build for you with the price, again, the prices on them, like the from prices, the offer, where you're located. And then on top of that, they then fill out a survey with a bunch of questions.
Yep. Okay.
And only once all of that's happened will they come through as a lead for you.
Okay. Yeah.
That way, we're not sending you any time wasters. Obviously, one every like 10 might be a
Yeah,
time
that's
waster.
fine.
But
Yep.
we try and minimize the time wasters as much as possible. And then all of these leads that come in, we then send them to the app, which you can use on phone and desktop. And the most important tab here is the opportunities tab, where the lead gets automatically added into the pipeline. So if I go to here, I'll go to the example account that we have. For example, the lead will automatically get added here. You click on it, you've got their name, their phone number, and stuff like that. All you have to do is then click on them, call them up, or message them, ask them what they want, and see if you can book them in. And then more often than not, you'll be able to book them in, and then you just move them over to appointment set just to track it and make it super easy.
Okay. Yeah. Brilliant.
Yep. And then also in this app, we can link it to your calendar. At the moment, what do you use to manage all your bookings? What calendar?
Believe it or not, I just do it in my own Remarkable too. I just write them all in my house self.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe that
I've got the See, we've got quite a lot of capacity here,
yeah,
as in I can move jobs around quite a lot. So I don't care when they want it booked in. I'll book it in then, whatever. If I've got to work all night or whatever, my guys are like that as well. So if there's
yeah,
lots of work, we'll just go for it. Do you know what I mean? So when people want it done, 9 times out of 10, I can fit it in.
yeah. Okay, cool,
Okay.
100%. Yeah, yeah. That's fine. Then you don't have to use the calendar if it works for you to do it like that. That's completely fine. But the
Okay.
opportunities tab is super useful. And then lastly, in
So
this
they've got
app,
the point of booking it in themselves then, yeah?
what's
With
that?
that calendar, they've got the opportunity of booking it in themselves, have they, with that calendar?
We could do, but the thing
Or
with that
not?
is you'd have to still tell them the price,
Oh
and
yeah,
then and
yeah,
then
no, yeah. So don't worry about that. That's fine. Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. For detailing, yeah, that's hard. Then you've got in this app, we'll buy you a virtual number, which we can use for various different things. One of them being once the lead comes through and fills out the survey, we'll send them a message saying, "Oh hi, expect a call from us soon. Thanks for filling out the form," or "When's a good time to chat?" or something like that, just so they actually pick up the phone.
Okay, yep.
Do you have anything like this at the moment?
Nope.
Okay, cool. And then the second time we can use it, if you wanted, was to bring up your more Google reviews. I actually didn't check out your Google My Business, but as far as well, you got some 50 reviews, right? Is that it?
Yeah, it's more than that. Yeah,
More than
that's
that, yeah.
that's the last time. Yeah, it's
Last
probably
time it was
about
updated.
70, 60. Yeah,
For some reason, it's coming up with
67. There we go.
yeah. There we go. Okay, cool. So we can build that up with you. Obviously, there's different ways we can do that, and one of them, if you wanted to, we could just send out an automated message once the job's done saying, "Oh, thanks so much. Feel free to leave a review." But that's up to you.
Yeah, I do that myself, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Yeah. If you
okay.
wanted
Yeah.
to take that off your plate, then yeah. If you didn't, then that's completely fine.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. So basically, I know I went through that kind of quick. Any questions about that process?
No.
Was that no?
No. You no. No. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, basically, bottom line, we'll try and get you as many nurtured and ready to book in leads as possible, and then you just go ahead, contact them, and try and book them in, and then
Yeah.
it's
And
simple
you'll
as
have
that.
me like an area at Portsmouth or 10 miles around Portsmouth or something like that. Yeah.
What that we only work with?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because otherwise, if they go too far away, they can't be bothered to come. You know what I mean? Because they've got to leave the car with us.
yeah, of course, yeah. We can target like literally however you want. I know you ran Facebook ads, right?
Am I what? Sorry.
You know how you ran Facebook ads?
Yep.
Yeah,
They could target that area there, and I
yeah.
do
You can
Google Ads as well myself. But
you do Google ads as well.
yeah, but not on the detailing side because it just wasn't. It was getting too expensive with the competition.
Yeah. When you ran Google ads, did you send them to your website?
Yes, we did.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that's fine. I can give you a quick tip, just if you wanted. And I
Yeah,
know
please.
it's a bit long anyway, but so for example, a landing page like this is much better. So for example, if you can run Google ads specifically for paint correction and ceramic coating, so for the keywords paint correction and ceramic, and then you can send them to a custom page which only talks about paint corrections and ceramics and has
Yep.
like a call to action, the prices, that will just like double your conversions and make it profitable. That's what we see when we run Google ads, but we always
Okay.
start with Facebook ads anyway and send them to something like that anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Brilliant stuff.
But yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So no questions on overall how it works?
Nope.
Okay, brilliant. So I guess we'll just go through the pricings, guarantees, and stuff like that. Is that right?
Yeah. Fine. Yeah.
All right, brilliant. So at the moment, we have a bunch of different packages, and I'll go through them now. It's very hot at the moment. All right, so let me stop sharing this. There we go. All right, cool. So the first one is like a performance-based one, where it's £600 to set up, and then 30% of revenue, but you also have to put £15 a day into ads. When you were running Facebook ads, what were you putting in daily?
Spent. Hold on a second.
It's all right.
I spent 1,000 quid on Facebook ads. I got 40 leads and got one job, which got me back 1,000 quid. So it was a complete disaster.
Yeah, and you say, and how long was that of a span of time?
That was over a month we did that.
Okay, over a month. Yeah,
I didn't design it. Someone else designed it for me. They were recommended to me, and this is going back 3 or 4 years. Peter Farah, he was a Google expert,
yeah,
and he was doing Facebooks as well. And he said, "I'll be able to do this for you." So yeah, we got 40 leads.
yeah, but they were just low quality, right? They didn't want to book
Yeah,
in.
yeah, and we only got one actual booking. And because I was spending so much money on it, I rung them up, I emailed them, I kept on at these people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
still
and
didn't
we
book in.
we just got the one job. It was a fucking disaster.
Yeah, yeah, that's why we
I'm reading
literally.
what you're saying here. £600 a set up plus 30% of revenue. So you want 30% of my revenue.
Yeah, that's the first package. This is probably the least popular one.
If I do a job for £600,
Yeah, that's 180.
you want 180 of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then we've got the second packet. Also, because your prices are high, which is normal, like normal for someone like you, then this might be 15. We'd have to play around with it. It might be £20 a day. Is that all right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then option two, super flexible, just £9.70 a month, and then you can just leave whenever you want. It's just as the month goes by, you review it,
Okay, yeah.
and then 15 to 20 a day on ad spend. And then finally, this package, you work with us for 3 months, 2.1 up front. You work with us for 3 months straight, and then that's the best value for money, but it does require upfront.
Okay.
Yep. And as for the guarantees, so what we can do is say to you, and we can write this on a contract, we can guarantee you 75 qualified, seen the price, seen your location, seen your offer leads in the 3 months, or we'll just give you all your money back that you paid us, so the 2.1.
Okay.
And then
So the 2,100 up front for 3 months. I don't pay you 30% of the revenue.
no, that's just for that one.
Oh, that's just for that one.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, these are 3 separate packages.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry about that. I didn't clear that out.
Yeah, sorry, I thought, yeah. Oh, I see. So with that one, the 2,100, you will get me 75 leads, yeah,
Yep.
in 3 months.
Yep. And if we don't, we'll pay you back.
The 2,100 quid.
Yep.
Okay.
And then secondly, on top of that, if you do the maths, £15 a day plus 2.1 is 3,400. So, and if we
Yeah.
don't make you that in bookings in the 3 months, and if you want us to, then we'll just work for free until we get it for you.
Okay.
So there's 2 guarantees there.
Right. Okay. And so, God, I've lost you then. Damn it. I've gone back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. 2,000. You still there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm listening, yeah.
So have you got other companies that you've done this for?
Yep.
And would it be possible I could ring them up and ask them how well it went?
Yeah, that's fine. We have had that before, and so as long as you're just like, obviously I expect you will be, of course, but respectful, then that's totally fine, to be honest. I'll have to message them first to make sure.
Yeah.
But is it because is it more of a trust thing? Like, do you see the value in this, and is it just a trust thing?
It's just a trust thing because obviously there's lots of companies like you around,
Yeah.
and they've rung up and then they said, yeah, ring this up. So I rung the guy up and he ended up being his mate and didn't know how to valet a car. I thought, why? You know what I mean? Because I was going to be his first ever customer.
Yeah.
Then I rung someone else up who actually said, he said we did use them and it did work, but we only use their like booking system now, which was
Mm.
quite good because he said it gave us a thing to prompt people to ring them at 1:15 in the afternoon because that's when they were at lunch and that. And he said, well, that's why we've kept them on, not because they got us the leads. It was their system of controlling all the bookings and everything, which was quite good, he said. But I don't need that. I'm okay at controlling my bookings. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I do chase people up. Do you know what I mean? The only problem I have is this is exceptionally quiet year. You know what I mean? We've never had a summer as quiet as this. Do you know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
just for detailing, but for car valeting as well. You know what I mean? It's really unusual. Do you know what I mean? So that's the
Yeah.
thing I'm worried about. Yeah.
Do you have any idea why that might be?
Yeah, because it's the economy. I
Yeah.
think we're actually in a full-blown recession. I speak to lots of my customers, and obviously lots of customers. I'm on an industrial estate, and everyone is dead and
Yeah.
moaning, and you know what I mean, saying what the flipping hell's going on. I've had other customers who are regulars and said, "Oh no, look, we're going to have to leave it this month. Times are really hard at the moment." You know what I mean? And it's like, what the flipping hell is happening? That's why I'm worried that. Do you know what I mean? Some often if I advertise when we're busy, we get lots of work from it. When I advertise when we're quiet, we don't get any work from it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's the kind of thing that people can't want it done. But Okay, so I've got to try. So with the nine £770 per month, that's
Yeah.
£970 up front, is it?
Yeah.
Plus then 15-day ad spend, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's plus VAT or including VAT?
Including.
That's including, you are VAT registered, are you?
No, we're not. That's all in. We're not VAT registered, no.
Oh, so it's the 970 it costs me then, yeah. Okay, plus the £15 a day ad spend. All right, okay. Yeah, so if you could give us some numbers of some people to ring up, yeah, as long as they don't work for you or
Yeah.
they're your mates, I'll give them a ring. If they say it's pretty good, I'll go for it then. And
Yeah.
just give it a go, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you want me to
Yeah.
show you some people first
Yeah. Yeah,
before
please
you give
do.
them a call
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you've got a bit of a background? So there is one guy who I know. He's had this situation before. He said, "Yeah, send anyone my way," type of thing. So he's a really nice guy. He's the guy I showed you at the start. So that is. So we got. So he's pretty new. He's got a unit, but it's like being built. Let me just.
Okay.
So yeah,
So
this
he does
guy.
detailing or does he does the wraps or whatever?
Taylor. He does detailing. Everyone we work
Okay.
with does detailing. We finished all the people that did car wrapping.
So what you mean you finished? Why have you finished? What they just
Oh, we just moved on to detailers only.
okay, so what's happened to the wrap people? Do they not use you anymore or what?
Oh no,
Or
we just stopped with them because we were charging like £300 a month, and we were
yeah,
working with so many, and we couldn't. With wrapping, it was harder to make them much more money to up our prices. Whereas detailing, if we can make someone like 8 grand a month, then we can charge 1 grand a month. Do you know what I mean?
okay.
So we just fully shifted because it's kind of higher ticket. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So I'll send you through this guy. 9 grand with us in a month. I'll send you some other people. To be honest, I guess I'll just send them through.
Okay, that'd be brilliant.
And then yeah, is there
Excellent.
any other concerns apart from that?
Nope. So the other thing is, you are you going to are you going to need access to my Facebook account or are you going to need access to my website?
We will need so partner access to your Facebook,
Partner access.
which will help
Facebook.
you set that up. We don't
Okay.
get any passwords or bank details or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah.
And then all we need is to create a subdomain in your website DNS records, which we can run you through as well. So when we do host the landing page, it is hosted on facebook.cc detailing, so it's a bit more
Okay.
professional.
Yeah. Okay.
And then other than that, you'll just need to send us a bit of footage, a few video raw clips of you detailing, and then we'll be
Okay. Yeah.
able to put together an ad.
Okay. Can you nick those? I'll sort that out. I'll sort that out. Yeah. You can't get them off the website then, no?
No, because it compresses them when you try and get them. If
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, if you could just send when we come to it, we'll create a Google Drive for you. You just put them in there. Any raw videos, any of that
Okay. Right.
that we can
Brilliant
use.
stuff. So I can get those videos off the website myself, as in I've got the originals somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then I can send you those. Yeah.
yeah,
All right. Okay.
all right, yeah. And then which package do you think is more enticing for you?
I think what we'll do is, actually, well, I could just do the first package, couldn't I? 600 quid. Oh, but then if we get 4 jobs, if we got 3 jobs out of you, I'm down. Yeah. Well, we'll probably just do the 970 a month then, and 15 down, £15 a day of spend. Yeah. I think that probably option two would be all right. And then if we after a month or whatever, this is great. I'll up it to 2,100 quid and then do the following 3 months.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
You know what I mean? If the first month works fine, that's great. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if the first month doesn't, how many how many jobs you think you're going to get me in the first month or leads?
The
Sorry, I
thing
should.
is, we don't do guarantees like this for the 1 month package
Okay, yeah,
because it's 1 month and you'll be learning how to contact these leads and book them in. And
yeah,
also
okay,
we'll be testing and learning what works in your area.
okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah, so the reason we do it for 3 months is because it could be the first month is crap, but we're learning loads of stuff, and then the second and third month are really good.
Yeah, I understand
Yeah,
what you mean. Yeah. All right, okay.
yeah,
All right, then, brilliant. I'll have a think about it. And if you send me those those links, and then I'll come back to you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. Yep.
All right. Thank you very
All right,
much.
brilliant, mate.
Cheers.
Thanks so much for your
Cheers.
time.
Oh, when
Speak
you do
soon.
this website thing, you've got to be really careful. Yeah. The subdomain of the website DNS records. That's what you want. Yeah. A subdomain website DNS
Yeah,
records.
we
So
can.
I've got to go to my web designer to find out exactly what that means. Yeah.
Yeah, all it means is yeah. You can ask him, but we can help you run through that. But yeah,
All right.
you can
Okay.
just do
All
that.
right. Okay. Cheers. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye
Cheers,
bye.
mate.
Bye bye.
Speak soon. Bye.
Cheers. Bye bye.
Right.
So, what exactly do you need from me?
Okay, so basically the next steps is we'll have a call where you get to meet my partner and we
Okay.
just get everything set up there and then. And
Okay. Yeah.
so on that call it can take about half an hour to an hour depending on the situation.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember me saying in the other call, but it would need partner access to your Facebook, and we'll show you how the app works a little bit, get you set up on that. And then we also need to connect to your domain.
I am crap at Facebook. Okay.
No worries,
Okay.
we'll run you through it all if you share your screen.
Okay. All right. Okay. Brilliant stuff. Okay. Then brilliant stuff. All right. So when do I pay, or do I not pay for it?
If you could, we normally say if you can pay by the ad, but if you can pay as soon as, then we can kick things off. Were you going to do the 970 for a
I
month?
think we'll just start off that, and if it does well
Yeah.
the first month, then I'll just say, all right, there's the remaining 3 or 4 months. I'll pay the 2,100 quid.
Yeah.